letting go of the personality. In this video, I'm gonna break down why being so involved with a self-identity, how this can be detrimental to our life, and how to slowly let go of the ego's tight grip on ourselves, this idea of being a separate self, a personality, and how this can lead to more personal happiness, peace, wealth, and prosperity. And I think that the first thing that we have to look at and ask ourselves is, what is the personality? And the answer I think that we'll come to is that the personality is a collection of thoughts, ideas, emotions, experiences, memories, belief systems that we have about ourselves. And the personality begins being formed in early childhood. We hear our name repeated over and over again, and we hear people looking at us, talking to us. We have experiences happen, and we begin to form this idea of who or what am I? And of course, this planet is crazy. People growing up have all kinds of experiences happen. People are molested, bullied when they're growing up. They have parents that tell them that they don't love them. And they go through harsh negative experiences that they begin to form this idea of self and the self-esteem. And I think that this is why so many people have low self-esteem, is because we're taught basically that we are this individual separate self, that my name's Cal, this is who I am, and this is what I'm capable of. This is what I can achieve. This is what my self-worth or value is. And the major point of this video is that the personality is an illusion. It is false. It is not who you actually are, and buying too much into this can cause so much grief. And I think if you're watching the video and you've continued to watch thus far, you have been working on yourself. You've delved into personal development and you've begun making changes in your life, and you've realized that nothing is fixed, that this idea that we have of ourselves is not really true. As an example, I remember when I was younger, so I grew up, I was really introverted growing up. And like most introverted people, I was very shy. And I didn't have the best social skills, and it was hard for me to meet people and talk to people. And I remember thinking that I was like, my self-identity was that I was an unfriendly person. And I remember looking at people who were super outgoing and gregarious and friendly, and I remember thinking like, wow, it would be really cool to be friendly, but that's just not me. I'll never be that way. But over time, as I started changing myself, I realized that, wait a second, my personality is false. It's not really me, that I can become whoever I want to. And I decided at that point, hey, I'm a friendly person. I'm gonna become friendly. And I went through the process of improving my social skills and learning how to overcome fear. And now it's interesting, anytime someone meets me, they immediately assume and they'll tell me, Cal, you're an extroverted person. And they almost get offended or upset when I'm like, no, I'm actually really introverted and I prefer to be alone. But it's just because I worked on myself and I changed that part of myself. So now that we've agreed, okay, I'm not the personality, I'm not this version or this small self idea that I have, the next question is, what are you? And this is a serious question, so I'm gonna ask you, what are you? Are you the body? Because we're gonna die really soon. And even if it's when we're 85, 90 years old, that time is gonna go by quick. And so when your body falls over, are you going to cease to exist? Are you the mind? Are you the thoughts? Are you the emotions? Are you the belief systems? Or, as the holy men have said throughout all time, are you the witness? Are you the observer to the phenomena and the experience that's occurring right now? And are you that which is beyond all time, shape, form? Are you that which cannot cease to exist? Ooh, I don't know. But I think it's a really important question to ask, because that's basically gonna dictate how you're gonna live the rest of your life. And so now that we've looked at this and said, okay, I'm not my personality, maybe I'm something else, maybe I'm something much greater than I ever thought was possible, the next step is to look at, okay, what are we trying to do on this earth? What are we trying to do with our time? And I think that when we look at our goals, our aspirations, and what we want to become, the greatest obstacles is always going to be fear. And the two major fears that we have in life are the fear of failure and the fear of rejection. So if we're so involved with this idea of ourselves, it is very easy to be scared and to have this limit us from achieving what we want to do. And it's so easy to be held back. Constantly you'll have people saying, oh, I've never been good at that, or I don't really think I can do that, or that's too hard, or I'll probably fail. But the truth is that if anyone has ever done anything ever, then you can do it as well. And that is straight up true. That's like the craziest thing to think of, is when we have these goals and we're like, I don't think I can do that. Ask yourself, has anyone ever done this before? And if someone has, then you can do it also. And for myself, the best way that I have found to start lessening the grip of the ego is through prayer. And I know that sounds extreme. That's probably gonna offend a lot of people. That might make you uncomfortable, but it's interesting because before I shoot every single video, I pray. And I don't get fear when I'm shooting these kind of videos when I'm in private, but when I speak in public to a group of people, or when I shoot videos in public when there's lots of people around listening or watching, consistently I feel immense fear in my body before I'm about to do this. And the reason being is I'm in my ego and I'm thinking, okay, I have to be perceived as well-liked. People have to think I'm good looking. I have to come across as being well-spoken. I have to make a super good video that gets a lot of likes and comments, and I'm so involved in myself. Consistently, what I pray for before I shoot these videos is to let go of myself, to let go of the personality, to let go of an idea of Cal, and to allow a higher power to speak through me. And I think this is the only reason why anyone has ever watched these videos, is because when I shoot these, I'm able to let go of the small self. So I think for you, when you're thinking about achieving your goals or moving in the direction that you want to in life, it is so much easier to progress in a positive way, to move forward, to create amazing works of art if you're not so focused on your personality. If you let go of the need of approval, to be liked by others, to be perceived in such a high positive way, if you can let go of that, it is so much easier and more graceful and smoother to achieve success and happiness. And I think that if you study the most successful, quality, loving people that you've ever come across in your life, consistently they are good at letting go of themselves. They're not so self-absorbed with them, thinking about themselves all the time, that they can do things like make videos or speak in public or put their art out there in a public setting and not be concerned about the physical body. So I hope you guys liked this video and this made a little bit of sense to you. It's a very complicated subject, but I did my best to display this. And if you think this was cool and you want more people to see it, definitely hit the like button below. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. I usually make videos on personal development, minimalism, spirituality, and surrendering the ego to God. So if any of those subjects hit interest to you, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.